Hi guys, I'm Kaylee and this is going to be my first YouTube video ever. So it is currently June 20th, which means there is still plenty of time left in summer. So I'm going to share with you guys summer bucket list ideas. So this is going to be based off of my summer bucket list. So I'll kind of like change it a little bit. And then after this video, I'm going to make like vlogs of me actually doing the stuff on my bucket list. That way, like, I have stuff to post on YouTube, and so that I also, hopefully, am encouraged to do this stuff. So the first thing I have on my bucket list is go kayaking. So from my after prom, I got this, like, certificate for 2 free kayaks for, like, 2 hours at the lake, and I thought that that sounded like a lot of fun. So I'm definitely gonna do that this summer, and I think that anything, like, on the lake would be a lot of fun, too, like, going on a boat or a jet ski or something like that if you know someone that has one of those or if you do. The next thing I have on my list is go thrifting. So I actually have been thrifting, but I didn't find anything that I wanted, so it's more like a buy something while thrifting is what I'm thinking, you know? My next bucket list idea is to read 4 books. I like to read, but I'm very busy during the school year, and when I get home after practice and school, I just want to lay down and do nothing and get ready for bed. So summer is kind of like my time to read more, so my goal is to read 4 books, and recently my Instagram has been full of the Cruel Prince series, the little, which I have read it before, but I'm seeing all these videos now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember any of this stuff. I need to reread it because I have no idea what these videos are talking about. The next thing is make pretzel bites. So my mom is a culinary teacher at my school, and in her cooking classes, they make little pretzel bites, kind of like the Auntie Anne ones, and they are, guys, I'm telling you, they are delicious. Probably some of the best things I've ever had, and they're really easy to make, and I want them all the time, but I just have never made them, and it's not that hard to do. So, okay, the next idea is to get piercings. So personally, I want to get my doubles pierced because I only have that one, and I want my doubles. I'd be open to more, but at least for now, I want to get my doubles. I've wanted to do this since last summer, but I didn't. So that is definitely on my list. The next thing I have is go to the zoo. I really like going to zoos. I like seeing all the animals, doing all the things, and I think that is just, it's something nice to get out of the house. Sorry guys, my cat is really cute. Look at him. Hi Knox. I think he freaked out when I pointed the camera at him a little bit. His eyes got all big. The next thing I have on the list is to watch the sunrise. That one's gonna be a little hard because I don't want to wake up that early, but I will make it happen, I guess. The next thing I have is go to the farmer's market. So there's one in the town next to us. Well, I guess we have one too, but I'm normally busy. So I think I want to go to that one, and I want to get apple cider donuts, and then I also want to get like some fresh fruit, and that's just something fun too. The next thing I have is to make mocktails. I think that looks like so much fun, and I found some recipes on Pinterest that I want to make. And I think doing that with my boyfriend, or even maybe my friends, I want to hang out with one of my friends, and I want her to come to my house. And I think that she would like doing that. So I might do that with her. The next thing I have is go on a bike ride. It's summer, it's nice out, go get your little bike out, air out those tires, The next thing I have is an ice cream night. It's kind of like, personally, I just want to go out and get ice cream one night because I love ice cream. And I feel like I crave it a lot, but I never actually go get it. And that just, that's not fun. Hold on, let me fix this, guys. It's all messed up. Oh, okay, it's still messed up. Oh, okay, that's good enough. I really want to go, there's a little ice cream shop in the town next to us, so I think I want to go to that one. Another thing I have is go stargazing. When I was in 7th grade in my science class, we made this little thing, and you like point it a certain direction and you can turn it for like what season it is, and then it shows you all the constellations that are in the sky. And I'm about to be a senior in high school, and I have not used it one time, but I really, really want to. And so I'm definitely gonna try and do that this summer. Another thing I have is go to the movies. I actually might be doing that one tonight with my boyfriend. I don't know, I really like watching movies like in the movie theater. I think it's a lot of fun, and I've just really been wanting to go and watch one for probably months now, and I haven't. So the next thing I have on my list is pickleball. I have a pickleball set with like the paddles, and then my cousin does, and it's kind of okay. So my cousin and his girlfriend, they go to the same school as my boyfriend. So we're supposed to play pickleball at some point. But I think pickleball is just fun. And also I know in like the town next to ours, there's normally like pickleball on like once a week or something like that, indoors too. So I want to play beach volleyball. Me and my best friend, we love playing beach volleyball, but we don't really get to, and we don't live in a big enough town to where like we could actually play like as a sport. The next thing on my list is to bake cookies. I like to bake. I like making things, and I really want to make cookies because I love me a good chocolate chip cookie, and it's just something fun to do, a little like time filler, and then you get a little sweet treat afterwards too. The next thing I have is go to the fair. I mean, I think most places have a fair, and it's just really fun, you know, you get to go on all the rides, and then you can go see like the actual like county fair with all the animals and that kind of stuff. And it's not that expensive either, and it's something that it's fun that you can do with your friends, you can do with your family, like anyone you want to. The next thing I have is more like directed towards myself, and it's to get a kitten, because my cat Knox, he is probably the clingiest cat I've ever met, and I can't do anything without him like freaking out. He is actually, if I try and leave, he will try and bite me. So I'm hoping that getting another cat, will help ease some of that and make both of our lives a little more enjoyable. And since it's summer, I'm still pretty busy, but I won't be as gone as often as I am during the school year. So I figured now is a good time to do it because I'll be home and be able to give them both attention. So like if you had a pet that you've wanted to get one for a while, but you just haven't had the time or the money, like summer's a good time to kind of do that. I would not get a pet without doing research first though. And I also would not like buy one from a backyard breeder if you're talking about like a puppy or a cat. I would not do that either. So the next thing on my list is a no phone day. Ooh, I'm not sure if I can do that one. I'm a little addicted, but I think if I were to do some of the stuff on my bucket list, or just, you know, do something, then I would be able to do that. I don't know if I can though. But I mean, like phones are, like I said, they're really addicting. I'm addicted. And so it'd just be nice, like, you know, you don't have anywhere to go, you know, you can just stay home and, you know, cozy up with a little book and read all day and not get on your phone. The next thing I have is go on a hike. So where I live, that's not necessarily possible. I live in Kansas, but there are some trails like around here, and I'm sure wherever you live, I'm sure there's somewhere you can go, or even just like go on a walk, which actually the next one on my list is a color walk. So I've seen two different ways you can do it. One of them is where like you pick a color and like you just, like I'd pick like pink or something like that, and then you find all the pink things while you go on your walk. Or I've seen another one where they do like a rainbow one, and they take like a old egg carton or something, they like paint each spot with the color of the rainbow, and then they find something that is that color outside. I think that's pretty cool. I really want to take horse riding lessons. I have loved horses ever since I was a kid, and I've never actually been able to take any horse riding lessons. So I think that would be something that's really fun. There is a camp that is really close to my house, and they have horse riding lessons. Or I'm thinking of one of my friends, she has horses, and so I'm gonna be like, hey Emma, what are you doing? And then, you know. So the next thing I wanna do is crochet a granny square scarf. So a granny square, hold on, I have a bunch in my drawer. A granny square is like this, but there's a bunch of different like patterns and stuff. And so I saw like a granny square scarf, and I was like, okay, I'm in love with that. And I think like a fall one would be cute, like fall colors. So where it has like orange and yellow and that kind of stuff, those kind of colors. I think that'd be really cute. And if you don't know how to crochet, then first of all, that'd probably be a pretty easy project to start with as your first one. And also, that could be another idea, is like pick up a new hobby, you know, like learn how to crochet. That'd be a lot of fun. I like it. It's fun. So my next thing is to start a YouTube channel. I don't know, I just, every now and again, I'm like, oh, I really want to start a YouTube channel. Like, posting videos just seems like so much fun, and I never do it. Also, please ignore my closet. She is a mess. She is a mess. And like every few months, I'm like, oh, I should start a YouTube channel. That sounds like so much fun. I should make videos, and I never do it. And so I'd actually like to this time. Yeah. I also want to make a summer scrapbook or like a junk journal kind of thing. I already have a few things saved up from my family trip. We went to Tennessee, and so I have a few things saved up to put in my junk journal. This is from the Opry, and this is from probably the Johnny Cash Museum we went to. We were in Nashville, so obviously we had to. And I have a few of those things saved up. My only problem is I can't find like a journal that I want to put them in, because like what I have in my mind, I couldn't find it. I looked at Walmart and I looked at Hobby Lobby. Probably gonna have to like look at Amazon or something, but I hate spending money, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. So the next thing I have is a scary movie night. I don't really like scary movies, but every time I find one that I want to watch, it's like at night and I'm always alone, and I'm like, okay, I really want to watch that, but I live in a basement and it gets kind of creepy the further down you go, and so it kind of scares me sometimes. So I was thinking like having a scary movie night with like one of my friends would be a lot more fun, or even like going to a theater and watching one. That'd be fun too. The next thing I have is to watch Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia is like the perfect summer movie. I love Mamma Mia. This could go for like any movie you really want. I personally love Mamma Mia, and I know one of my friends does too. And I just, you know, what's a summer without Mamma Mia? Like, come on. So the last thing I have on my list is, it's called Mutts on Mass Street. It's, so it's in a town that's close to mine, and it's pretty much where at the Humane Society, you can take a dog out for the day and just like get them out of their shelter. And so I would really like to do that. And I'm sure a lot of shelters have that. And also, if you don't want to do that, you could volunteer, or you could just donate stuff, anything like that. So I'm gonna show you my actual bucket list. I have it like on a mini trifold kind of thing. It's not completely finished because I got lazy and didn't finish making the title, but I'll show you what mine looks like. Here's what mine looks like. It's pretty cool. It's supposed to say Kaylee's Not So Bummer Summer, but it just says summer. But that's okay. There's a lot of stuff on here. I hope I can get all these actually done, because I feel like in the summer I just like, I go to weights, I go to volleyball practice, and I go to work, and that's like about it. And that's boring, you know? And I think it's fun to actually like get out and do stuff. So yeah, currently I have, I think, one of these done, and it's go on a hike. When we were in Tennessee, we went on a little hike, and it was really pretty, and it led us up to a little waterfall. It was stunning. It was 4 miles. It actually wasn't that long, but we had to park really far away to get there because all the parking spots were full. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gives you some ideas for your summer bucket list. And I hope you guys are interested in watching me vlog doing the stuff on my bucket list. So bye. Thanks for watching.